Okay, so hi everyone. I'm Dale Derry, one of the instructors of Philippine Center for Creative Imaging, and you're watching PCCI Anywhere. And that's because we at PCCI believe that you can learn anything, anytime, anywhere. Okay, and this is our way of bringing PCCI to you while we're all at home, trying to stay, doing our part to stop the spread of the virus. Right now, we are joined by Miss Cats Crisostomo. She's an Adobe Certified Expert and Adobe Certified Associate. And Miss Katz is also our Director for Academic Affairs at PCCI. And of course, she's an instructor at PCCI for Adobe Illustrator CC Essentials. Her topic today is what does it take to become a graphic designer? Kasi apparently, being a professional graphic designer is more than having knowledge in different software programs, right? And there are a lot more factors involved. Okay, so let's bring. Hi, Miss Katz.
Hi!
My first question to you is, what are the things that you should first consider to be a graphic designer?
There are four. So number one, actually you need to reflect what is your objective? Why do you want to become a graphic designer? So is it a hobby? Is it passion? Interest? No? Were you forced to do it? Because I was forced to do it 20 years ago. Are you wanting it to become a profession? No? Gusto mo bang mag-shift to graphic designer, no, professionally? So, once you have determined kung ano yung objective mo, okay, let's see, okay, I'll gear towards, kasi it's easy if it's a hobby, okay, or interest, because technically you just don't need to satisfy anyone except yourself. No, pero as a profession, if you plan to do it as professionally, no, hindi madali for freelancers to start. Okay, there's so much competition out there. Kahit hindi nag-fine arts, hindi nakapag-aral, self-study lang, ang tagging nila sa sarili nila is graphic designer simply because they learned how to use the program. Okay? Hindi malaki ang sweldo. Okay? So, hindi ka agad-agad kikita. So, you need to also consider what is your budget to manage your lifestyle. Okay? Can it be covered if you do it as a freelance? Okay? Kung empleyado ka, ano ba ang salary range out there? Does it cover your needs? No? Whether ikaw lang, pamilya mo, lolo mo, lola mo, nanay mo, no? Especially kung may nakadepende sa'yo. Importante na i-consider mo yun. No? So, you need to really do your research. Is it worth your while? Does it cover all your essentials? Do you want to do it on the side? Okay, maybe you can start with that, right? Third is, do you have the time and energy to study? Okay, way back 2003. Okay, I worked as a technical support engineer for Adobe Asia Pacific region. No, we actually handle calls. No, as in technical support talaga. May problema ka sa Illustrator, di bumubukas, hindi mo ma-install, tatawagan mo kami. Okay, that was the team was located here in Manila. As part of the job requirement, I needed to study all the Adobe programs, no, so that I have the ability to provide technical support. And I had to do a lot of reading kasi wala pang mga available classes talaga, no. Hindi pa popular yan. Very madalang lang nung time na yon, no. So I had to do a lot of reading, about 400-page books, no. I have to try and, go through it myself, and it took me 4 tries before I actually passed the Adobe Certified Expert exam. Sobrang hirap niya. At that point, I didn't even really, enjoyed it, no? But when I started applying that, when I started teaching it, trying to learn the ropes myself, tried to become a graphic designer, I started to enjoy it. So you will have to go through the boring part, no? You need to have not even, hindi ko nga masabing passion eh. Kasi sa akin forced, no? So, minsan kailangan info-force mo yung sarili mo, no? Hindi lang passion, baka motivation pa pwede. Magkaiba yun eh. Pag motivation, pwedeng hindi naman motivated to be creative.
Yes.
Pwedeng motivated lang to earn money, no? Motivated to keep a job, no? So, kailangan motivated ka, meron kang energy, meron kang time, no? You already have a lot of resources around that's available. So, again, you need to be ready to take on the boring part of learning all the ropes, no, to become a graphic designer. Then lastly, it's your personality. Reflect on your personality. How do you behave? What do you like? No? So, meron ka bang attention to detail? Kasi it's very important for clients, no? Meron kang, most often than not, clients would really call out very minute details na akala mo di mapapansin pero napansin. Okay? If you have that keen attention to detail, then it helps, be more efficient. Hindi ka nagre-redo ng artwork, no? Second, you appreciate packaging. Kasi kailangan mayroon kang knack for aesthetics, no? Do you criticize whether negative, positive, constructive feedback? Ganyan. Na-enjoy mo ba? Na-appreciate mo ba yung packaging, yung billboard, yung banner? May comment ka ba? You could have done it better? No? Yung mga ganon. Kasi, what does it tell me? It tells me that you have an eye, no, for aesthetics. Number two, you have that competitive spirit, no? Kahit na hindi ka nakikipag-compete sa kung sino man yung gumawa nun, pero you think you can do better, no? That drive would really help. You recognize fonts, no? Kasi yun pa lang, sobrang basic, no? Yung recognizing fonts with different personalities. Kapag bold, parang shout out, right? Kung medyo curly-curly, medyo fun, quirky, yung mga ganon. Kasi kahit hindi ka pa mag-typography, no, if you want to just try laying out, like, for example, kasi I'm a family woman talaga. Family woman, no? I'm a mother. So I create, invitations for my son's birthday or my daughter's birthday, no? Yung simpleng, alam mo lang kung ano yung mukhang magandang font, no, na may personality. No, it also helps. Kasi it would be easier for you now when you start seriously dwelling into typography. Infographics, it helps. Do you spend hours, no? It's time to reflect, lalo na lockdown ngayon. So reflect on what you normally do on a day-to-day basis. So do you spend hours in Facebook looking at memes, no, posters, no, infographics, Pinterest, Instagram, no? Do you show appreciation, no, in your everyday life, no? You understand the power of branding. No, very, very critical, lalo na if you want it as a profession. Na you have to deal with clients, no, when you talk about your project, what you're presenting as an idea, no, do you understand that the power of branding that you can inject in your conversation? No, do you have knack for arts and crafts? Are you imaginative? Ganun na lakas simple, no?
Yeah.
Are you creative? No? Kasi hindi pwedeng maubusan ka ng juice. Mahirap yun. Mahirap maubusan ng ideas, right? Do you collect design to inspire? Right? Good communication skills, very, very important. Whether you're actually talking to someone who's gonna print what you have created, you're talking to a client, you're talking to a partner in crime, no? Very, very important that you are able to convey. No? Hindi ko sinasabing kailangan magaling ka mag-English. Ang importante is you are able to properly convey your message, no? Properly persuade someone about your project, that it actually is going to work for him. Are you able to maintain that relationship or connection with your clients, your peers, no, your vendors, no, kung may nagpo-print para sa'yo ng tarpaulin, may nagpo-print ng mga invitations or whatever prints na kailangan mo, o yung gumagawa ng signages, no, importante na you have good communication skills. And lastly, dahil sa technology ngayon, ang bilis-bilis magbago ng mga trends, ang bilis-bilis magbago ng mga uso, no, you need to be open to continuous learning. Okay, you have to be humble. No, you don't know everything. There's always something out there that you can learn more from.
Yeah. And next, my next question is, getting into this profession, what should they expect?
So a lot of time. So number one is what we've already mentioned earlier. No, whether you're employed or you're gonna do it as a freelance graphic designer, it's highly competitive. Okay. Number two, you don't just get the information from the client or from your boss on in terms of what kind of project that you have to complete, but you do your own research. No, put in leverage. Na you have basis. No, it's very important, especially when it comes to presenting. No, or questions thrown at you in terms of why did you come up with this idea, right? Why did you use these elements in your poster? Why did you use these colors? No, everything needs to have an explanation. Hence, research is very important. Number three, yung notion na this is my artwork, this is my art, no? This is my artwork. It's mine. You cannot change it. This is my idea. Nobody else. It depends. Okay? If you're employed or you're doing it as a freelance graphic designer, you are trying to satisfy someone. Okay? So if you have a project na it's being paid by someone else, then it means that you'll have to meet those expectations, not yours. Okay? So as a graphic designer, in the industry, we're very big on collaboration. Whether it's your client that you have to deal with or some other people within a team of graphic designers that you have to deal with, it's a team effort. No, so hindi ka no man is an island, kumbaga. No, even in our case as graphic designers, unless of course what you're actually creating is just an expression of yourself, no, then wala na kaming kumbaga, wala na masasabing iba. Huwag na nang baguhin yung artwork ko kasi expression lang yan. Pero kung binabayaran ka, okay, then well, I'm sorry, but you have to be open to feedback and suggestions. Yun. No designer is right on every project. Okay, so that's also one thing that we want to emphasize out of what I just mentioned previously. Data analytics, I'm afraid, impacts designers. No, depende how so again medyo nag-i-intertwine ang advertising, marketing, and design, because what if you've actually created something that's so out of the ordinary that there's a risk that the audience may not appreciate it. Okay, so numbers definitely will impact your design. Again, earlier I mentioned this already, no? Everything must have a reason, no? When you create your artwork, okay? And forever be open to learning new skills, new techniques, what's out there, you know. Even start reading on marketing, what kind of marketing strategies are out there. what is common, ano ba ang gusto ng masa, kung masa ang target mo, yung ganon.
I just want to be clear, no? The you can be a graphic artist, but there are parang several categories. Like, for example, you want it as a hobby, meaning expression of your artistry, no? Where wala kang mini-meet na expectations. You're only satisfying your own expectations. But
Correct.
the context, your context is parang from the mindset of a professional graphic designer. Meaning, meron kang, may expectation si client, and then you need to meet and deliver those expectations. Ganun.
That's right. That's right.
So, for example, hobbyist ako na graphic designer. Tapos, gusto ko nang mag-transition sa being professional graphic designer. So, how does one get started in graphic design?
I think in terms of transition, it should be fluid, but it goes back to, ako kasi I'm pretty big on budget. Because I have 2 kids, who's very dependent on me.
Yeah.
So as much as I want to fully transition to a graphic designer, when I was starting, it was very, very difficult. So I did it as a side job, no?
Yeah.
So one for me is really budget, kasi ayaw mo naman umabot sa point na wala nang makain yung pamilya mo, wala ka nang makain, o wala ka nang matirhan, no? So that's, make sure na you have enough savings at least to transition to a graphic designer if you have a different profession previously, or you want to simply shift, no, from a hobby to, making money out of it. You need to start building on your portfolio. Right? So that's something that you have to do. So you need to plan, what do you need for your portfolio? So it goes back to doing your research. Okay? Do your research. What are the most impressive portfolios out there?
Yeah.
Okay? And then second would be, kasi ang hirap na mag-charge ka agad eh. No? Nang wala ka namang maipagmamayabang. Like, wala kang portfolio. Okay? So, build on your portfolio. Then, second would be, if you want to add some leverage, no, to be more competitive out there, yung portfolio mo should also be a healthy balance of your own artwork and ones which you have done for certain clients. Then, dyan papasok yung pro bono. So, you may want to consider doing free stuff first, but based on what you require. Babalik yan dun sa anong plano mo para dun sa portfolio mo. Okay? Para, hindi basta-bastang libre ka na lang ng libre. Understand kung saan ipapakita yon, saan gagamitin yung mga projects na yon. Is it something na pag sinama mo sa portfolio mo, good enough, impressive, something that I would consider if you were the employer, no? Titingnan mo yung sarili mong portfolio. And then 3 is, nasatisfy ba yung mga clients mo dun sa mga pro bono na projects mo? Siyempre, very important pa rin yun na i-consider. Baka ikaw natuwa, pero yung clients mo na kahit sabihin na nating libre, no? Tapos ayaw ng clients mo, sinama mo pa din. Paano kung biglang humingi ng reference? Ano na mangyayari doon? Right? So, always make sure na at the end of the day, whether it's free or not, no, your clients are satisfied. Then you include those in your portfolio. Be humble, no? You have to reflect, be humble. If you were a client, so put yourselves in the employer's shoes or yung client's shoes. Take a look at what you actually have. Is it worthwhile to hire yourself? No? So, you can also ask your peers, your friends, your family, no? Although family medyo bias yan eh. Kasi sabihin, wow, ang ganda. Supportive forever. No? So, you can, but you can ask, no? Ask for an honest opinion. To review your portfolio. And then, if a client keeps coming back, no, for freebies, ganyan, ay nako, tanggapin mo na yon as a sign na kailangan mo na mag-start na mag-charge kasi gustong-gusto nila ang gawa mo. Yeah.
So that's how you transition from doing free stuff to doing for a fee. Ganun na.
Yes.
We were talking about this before, no? How do you get started as a graphic designer? Parang you mentioned something about researching on the required skill set required in graphic design. Tapos parang
Yeah. So if you're transitioning, no, one, lalo na kung magsa-start ka pa lang, no, do some research. Ano talaga ang required skill set for a graphic designer para you build on those skill sets. So for example, ano yung pinaka-common, no, in terms of mga job openings out there, or if we're talking about Upwork, for example, may freelance, no, ano yung mga requirements nila doon? Kailangan ba merong experience in Adobe Illustrator, Photoshop, InDesign, has done layouts, you know, yung mga ganon, no? So, anong skill sets ang required for a graphic designer? List them down. Para that's gonna be something that you will actually target as a goal to start learning, no? Enrolling yourself in classes or doing some research online, no? Ang dami rin namang resources sa internet, so pwede nyo i-google, no? Another is of course talagang paulit-ulit ko sasabihin is you have to learn not just the software. Okay? But also the fundamentals. Okay? Fundamentals of design. Okay? That can be a leverage kasi there's a lot of graphic designers out there just simply learn the software, came up with their own designs, but really doesn't have or maximize their imagination in line with the fundamentals. No? That could have been leveraged in a very competitive industry. For newbies, no, sobrang mga fresh grads o talagang yung baguhan dun sa industriya, certifications would really help. Lalo na kung gusto nyong maging empleyado muna to learn the ropes, no? You have available TESDA certifications, right, Miss Dale? We have certification for visual graphic design. Now you can try and take. You have the Adobe Certified Associate certifications, no, which is actually recognized worldwide. So kung gusto niyo mag-OFW, even TESDA is also recognized, right? And kasi national certificate siya. So it would be a leverage for newbies. And again, portfolio. Hindi madadaan sa interview lang. Kailangan may sample. So, portfolio. Yeah.
May isang magandang question dito. The question is from Doc MG Olabre. Sabi niya, what are the characteristics of being a good Adobe graphic designer? At least for you, in your opinion.
I think regardless of the software, I think number one is you're very open to learning. Okay? Continuous learning. Number two is you're easy to talk to.
Communication.
Okay? So, very strong work ethics.
Yes.
Okay? So, when it comes to work ethics is kapag nag-promise ka na mag-deliver ka, magsisend ka ng email today, magsisend ka. Okay? In the event na hindi mo kayang isend for whatever reason, then you need to make sure that you keep your boss, your employer, your client aware. Okay? You give them a heads up. So, very strong work ethics. 3, you do not overcharge, no, or add on or cheat. No, integrity is very important. Cheat in terms of the number of hours worked, no? So sometimes you have mga projects, no, lalo na for freelance, na number of hours yung computation, and you cheat state that, it takes 100 hours, then you get, pero sa totoo lang, 1 hour mo lang siya ginawa. Yung mga ganon, no? So, again, integrity is very important. Communication or connection with or building rapport, no? Talagang very good approachable personality would also be a plus. Yan. Of course, imagination would be an edge. No? If you have a creative imagination, coming up with really good ideas, then it would really help you in the long run also to be competitive.
Siguro, I'd like you to elaborate further. You mentioned yung sa hours. By yung don't cheat on the hours spent. Baka ma-misinterpret ng iba. Because some artists would say, well, you're not paying me by the hour, you're paying me for my skill set na pinag-aralan ko to ng ganito katagal so that I can produce it in just a short time. Parang ganon. So, could you clarify that? Yeah.
Then you have to be transparent with the client. Why you're actually setting that number of hours, no? Hindi pwedeng hanggang ganun na lang tapos basta magbigay ka, explain mo. Na ang bilis mo magagawa yan, pero ganito ka mag-compute, X number of hours kasi because you have to consider nga yung thought process, which makes sense, the thought process, no, behind it. I think it's really, I know there's a science to how you should be pricing your projects, and that's one of the workshops or seminars actually, workshop that we actually have in PCCI. Carlo Messina would be the better person to really talk about pricing. Kasi for me, because I started in the BPO industry, just to share my practice, okay? Because I do not do it as a full-time job, okay? I have a full-time job. I use my daily rate, and then I think about how many hours it would actually take for me to complete the project. Okay, most often, actually no, all the time, my clients tell me what they want, and I simply follow what they want. Okay, so for me, it doesn't take a lot of thinking. But the research part, where I have to double check all the elements that may be representing certain things for a particular logo, I take that into account. So sa akin, it's number of hours, and the number of hours I did the actual artwork, the number of hours I met with the client, the number of hours na I did my research and think about it. Sinama-sama ko siya, and then binis ko siya dun sa daily rate ko from my full-time job. So I never really considered yung competition outside because I wasn't that competitive in the first place because I wasn't doing it as a full-time job. So most of the time, yung nakukuha kong mga projects is mostly from within my network. I start with pro bono, they come back, I charge them na, no? I get referred. So very, very important, no? Yung connection mo with people. So they will help you with less, effort to really advertise yourself. Okay? So at least that's my point of view, no? From a freelance side, parang sideline ko lang siya ginagawa. But mostly I teach. That's more my passion rather than really becoming a full graphic designer. Yeah.
Earlier, you mentioned yung si Carlo Messina and then the class that he teaches. And then you also mentioned, in line with that, yung importance of learning. So, what classes, let's say at PCCI, since we're from PCCI, what classes do we have that would benefit those who want to be in the graphic design industry?
I want to emphasize on the idea na you need to reflect on your objective, ha? Because once you get in there, there's it's gonna be such a waste of money kung biglang aayaw ka. Okay? So again, be clear with what your objective is when it comes to enrolling to the classes. Kasi we have master programs or parang diploma programs, no, that really focuses on graphic design. That's at least about 20, 30 classes all in all, no, for you to have all the fundamentals, whether it's software or skill set, right? Ano na yun, comprehensive program na yun. But you may want to start small, no? Parang gusto mo muna test the waters. Then you start off with the three main programs in Adobe. At least what I recommend, no? Photoshop, Illustrator, InDesign. Then you may want to consider in terms of pricing, what do you need to actually how do you compute for pricing for your projects if you want to start earning out of that, no? Learn the ropes, no, in terms of what's required for you to register, yung mga ganon, no? What do you need to consider? How do you deal with clients, no? We have the Creative Entrepreneur Series, okay? Now, when you take classes, no, whether it's in PCCI or in other centers, no, give yourself time to absorb. Hindi yung attend ka ng klase. Dahil dun sa mga classes na yan, it's time constraint. Okay? So when you're inside a class, whether it's online or you're at home, online or in person, no? Kung dun ka sa mismong classroom, may specific time lang yan. And meron kang topics na you need to cover, you need to complete exercises. But once you're in your own pace na, you need to make sure na you practice. Okay? Hindi mo ma-absorb lahat eh. You need to give yourself time to really absorb, apply, and start enjoying it, no? And enjoy learning it. Then, once you're comfortable with how you're navigating within the program, for example, Photoshop, Illustrator, InDesign, then you move to the next class, learning a different software. Hindi pwedeng bara-bara. Ang hirap nun. You're gonna struggle. And ngayon, lalo na ngayon, no, hindi lang quality, pati yung how fast you can actually finish a project. Kino-consider na rin ngayon. So, you need to be efficient, and that means that you need to be more acclimated with the software or applications that you're gonna work with.
I think ang magandang benefit ng being in the digital age is that tutorials are everywhere, no? We always joke.
Yes.
We always joke na there's YouTube University. If that's the platform na you're comfortable learning from, okay lang. But some people like me, ako, I prefer na may coaching, yung may instant feedback. So, sa akin, siguro find out your learning style and then go for that.
Yes. Very important. Very, very important na like ako, when I started learning Adobe Illustrator, it was such a pain. Kasi I had to read, hindi pa masyado sa mga YouTube. Wala pa yatang YouTube nung panahon na yun. When I started, no? Hindi pa yata, MIRC pa yata yun, mga ganyan pa. Wala pa yatang internet masyado nun. Pero nung nag-start ako, as in libro, 400 pages, talagang struggle. Kasi, hindi ako masyado visual, no? Hindi ako masyadong mahilig mag-aral ng nagbabasa. No, I need someone to demonstrate to me how it works, and you get to learn faster. So, like you're right. No, you need to understand how do you learn best. Importante.
Alright, so before we end this live session, or do you have any more words of encouragement, no, for those who want to be a graphic designer?
all the questions, all the answers that I shared with everyone, it's not exact science. Okay, so at least this is based off on my experience, what I've seen so far out there. No, but I think it makes sense at one point. So hopefully it helps people to really decide, if they have what it takes to become a graphic designer. Second is really keep an open mind. Continue learning. Even as you grow older, alam mo, sa totoo lang, adults are big babies. That's what I learned from Tito June. Okay, adults are big babies. They may be, the only difference is that, kasi sinasabi nila, no, kapag matanda ka na, mas mahirap nang matuto. Okay? You need to, again, go back to the idea na you have to flush everything and be open to learning. Okay, it's just simply you, no, it's in your mind that's stopping you from learning. Take that block away and open your mind to absorbing new things. Okay, hindi porket matanda ka na, scientifically proven na mahirap matuto ng bagong skill. That's not true. It's more, unless meron ka na siguro Alzheimer, pero hindi naman siguro, no. Sa age natin, no, hindi naman siguro. But, yun, keep an open mind. Yun. At saka, also give yourself a deadline. No, dahil life is not forever. So, give yourself a deadline. And consider what's in the future. Right? Do you want to have a family? Ganyan. Do you have enough savings? Yan. So,
I think
the things na very realistic to consider. Yan.
May magandang pahabol question si Roland. What gimmicks or suggestion, siguro racket, no? Parang racket, can you suggest during this quarantine period? Ano nga bang magandang racket? Hindi tayo makalabas lahat. Okay? Racket or...
Mag-YouTube, mag-TikTok, ganyan. No, I think this is the at least for those who really want to start building their portfolio, this is the right time to do it. No?
May karugtong pala yun. Sabi niya, in terms of finding clients. Yan. So, suggest ways during this quarantine period on what to do in terms of finding clients.
Well, I'd I don't know if he has an Upwork, but start building your portfolio. You can start with Upwork. It's pretty popular, no, for freelance projects. Then you need, alam ko, you need the number of connects so that you can post your bid. No, start bidding. Pero before you bid, kasi mag-waste ka ng mga ng mga connections, no, in kasi bilang yun unless you pay, no, for additional connects. But what you need to do is look at some of the projects, no, or some of the clients would post an open bid. So double check kung ano yung mga bids, how many bids are there, how much yung range, no? Start doing that. Okay. Second would be in Facebook, there are certain groups, no, lalo sa events, kung medyo although ngayon medyo dead yung events, no. Pero you can try and look for mga clients. May mga nagpo-post ng mga kailangan nila. For graphic designers, artists, no. Check out those groups, Facebook groups. You can start, trying to plug. But really, at the end of the day, you need to have a very good portfolio first. Okay? Do your research. This is the right time. Dahil lockdown. This is also the right time to study more. Okay, check out what's out there, what's available, what is the trend, no, what can you learn pa, what are the neat tricks, techniques na you can try it at home, no. So, ito ang right time.
Yeah.
In terms of clients, hindi pa ako masyadong positive.
Yeah.
Doon na, worldwide kasi yung issue, hindi lang naman sa Pilipinas. So, although there's still a lot of projects naman out there, lalo na writing.
Yes.
Yung mga articles, yung mga napansin ko na very, booming pa yung mga gagawa ng mga articles about COVID and stuff like that. Upwork is one thing. Anything non-related, marami din. Marami rin PPOs na nag-open na kung interested kayo ng remote work yun. So, but for graphic designers, so yun.
If ako naman, if I may, I think for the creatives right now, like what you said, this is now that you have all the time, ngayon yung gawin yung mga pinramis nyo natin na gagawin nyo pag may time na. With number one is portfolio. And then, you might not, maybe you won't find clients right now. So what you can do is to maintain the relationship that you have with your past clients. So, gawin yung sincere naman, no? Yung relationship niyo with your clients. So, kumustahin niyo sila. Make your presence known. Okay. And then, ang maganda kasi creatives nga, you're not stuck with just graphic design or just photography. Like, meron tayong isang student, photography student siya, pero now he's exploring video habang naka-quarantine tayong lahat. So, it's a good opportunity. Alright, so, just for those who are interested in attending classes at PCCI, please follow us on our social media accounts. So we have, of course, here on Facebook. Meron din kaming Instagram, which is at PCI_training. And our YouTube channel is in the works. That's where we're uploading the recorded version of PCCI Anywhere and some more videos. No? Alright. So if you enjoyed this FB live session, please go ahead and click like button or heart, pwede rin. And please share this to your friends. So again, I'm Dale Derry, joined in by Miss Cats Crisostomo. This has been PCCI Anywhere. Please stay home, stay safe, and stay healthy. We'll see you next week. Bye!
Bye!